Hi everyone, and welcome to my next video tutorial, which is going to be focused on quickly getting started with a simple Django starter project and just to set it up. So we are going to use this Django X project, and if I were to scroll down, you can see like a small video here which you can view, which is just going to show you what this project is comprised of. So we can see we have opportunity to sign up, log in. We have an about page, a home page. We have the ability to forget our password, to implement that functionality to forget your password, and to set all of that up. So it's very simple boilerplate code, you could say, if you just want to get quickly started and use Django with a ready-made project and then just to amend it accordingly. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. So full credit goes to WS Vincent here, so I will be sure to attach this link in the description below so you can see more about his other projects, etc., and his repositories. So just keep that in mind, and I will add that in the description below. Okay, so what I want us to do is just look at the features so we can see that we can install this via pip or Docker. We'll have the opportunity to utilize the following. So it will come with Bootstrap 5. There'll be debugging with Django Debug Toolbar, dry forms with Django Crispy Forms. It will include custom 404, 500, and 403 error pages. And as you can see, there are additional features that are present, which you can go ahead and check out accordingly. Okay. So let's go ahead and install everything. Now do keep in mind we are going to install it via pip, and you can see the instructions here. We have Windows and we have Mac OS, and then we have the global instructions for both devices, of course. So let's get started. So I just want to zoom in. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to install this project. So we're just going to git clone it, and we're then going to cd into Django X. So what I'm going to do, since I'm on Windows, is I'm going to open up my CMD. If you are on Mac OS, you will open up your terminal. So I'm going to search for CMD, command prompt, and I just want to resize everything and clear. Great, so what we can do now is we can just evaluate the instructions. So git clone cd Django X, great. So we want to git clone it on our desktop. So you just want to say cd desktop. So make sure you're on a desktop because that is where this Django X project will be cloned. So now you can just go ahead and copy the following here. So you want to git clone this project. Okay, so just take a moment. There we go. So now if we go to our desktop, we should see we have Django X. All right. Great. Now we can cd into Django X. So we can just say cd Django X. There we go. So now we were within that project. Now we just want to create a virtual environment. So we're going to use this command right here. And go ahead and create your virtual environment for this Django X project. Now it's going to take a moment. So all we need to do is we just need to be patient, and then we can of course go ahead and move on with the rest of the steps accordingly. Right, so as we can see, everything was set up, so we're good to go. Next, what you want to do is you can see we have two more steps here. So you can decide if you want to set the execution policy and activate the virtual environment this way. Okay, so what I usually do is the following. I'm just going to copy the following here, hit onto my command prompt, and I'm just going to remove the .ps1 like that. And that's how I'm going to activate my virtual environment, and that's how you can do it on Windows. And as you can see here on the left, .venv, we are within our virtual environment, so we are good to go. Perfect. Now, as you can see, there is an opportunity to use Mac OS. So if you're on Mac OS, you would just, of course, activate your virtual environment the following way. And the last set of instructions here are pretty generic, so this is going to apply to whether you're on Mac or on Windows. So the first thing I want us to do is just look at the project itself. So I'm going to open up an IDE such as Visual Studio Code, go to File, Open Folder, going to go to my desktop, go to Django X. And there we go. As you can see, we are within our Django project, and you can see all of the files are set and in place. Right. So first we need to install all of the packages from the requirements.txt file. So we can go ahead and say pip install -r requirements.txt. And if you want to evaluate or tinker around with it, you can see we have the requirements.txt file right here. And you can see all of the packages that are included within this Django starter project. So like I said, Django Crispy Forms, Django All Auth, Psycho PG binary. So you can see it is version 3, so the latest one, and all of that. So make sure you go ahead and check that. So it's going to take a while to install all of these packages on the default. So we're just going to have to, again, be patient, and then we can continue with that next set of steps. Right, so as we can see, everything has been installed and we are good to continue. Okay, the next step we need to do is we need to make our default migration, so we can run python manage.py migrate. So let's go ahead and enter in that command and do just that. There we go. So we've done that. Now you have the opportunity now to create your super user if you so desire, but I'm just going to go ahead and run python manage.py run server. So we can go ahead and run our server. There we go. Okay, and we can of course load our site at the following URL. So we can go ahead and put that in. Right, so as we can see, everything is loaded and we are good to go. So here is our Django starter project. As you can see, we have, of course, a homepage, which we are currently situated on. We have our about page. We have an opportunity to sign up, to log into our account, and also we can click on forgot your password and go ahead and reset our password accordingly. We also have a nice footer here at the bottom, as well as other functionalities that are set and into place. But this is it, guys. This is a simple Django starter project which you can utilize. I will be sure to include the URL to this particular project, where you can also read more about the person that made this and more in terms of his other repositories, etc. But as you can see, that is how you can go ahead and get started with this Django X project accordingly. And that's it for this video tutorial, guys. And as always, thank you for support, and I'll see you next time. See you.